Cheers, John Panagio, Fifth Pro Boxing Fans, joined by Johnny Nelson. Johnny, you just had a fan from Belgium give you a blast from the past. What was that like?
Yeah, you know what? I boxed, I think it was Francisco from Onyama, got disqualified. Apparently, I was disqualified for hitting him with the head, but I don't think that actually happened. They just robbed me. But that's over 30 odd years ago, and the rest. So it was nice. It's nice to see that kind of thing.
Definitely. How's your week going here in Turkey?
You know what? Istanbul is an absolutely beautiful place. I've never been here before in my life. I've never even thought about coming here. And I've come and I'm like, I like this. This is slick. And the event itself, you know, you've got to give them credit. You know, I just think they've done an amazing job. Everybody's been well taken care of. You guys and me have been taken care of. The fighters have been taken care of. The fans, the hotel, everything. It's a great way to set out a stall, and I just think I've got no complaints at all.
What a finish from Jazza Dickens just there in the main event. Did you see it? You're ringside, right?
I did. I saw it and I thought, you wouldn't believe one of them was an Olympian, former Olympian. You won't believe that, you know, and this is what this kind of format creates, that kind of opportunity. And I think the basis of this kind of format is to actually bolster the talent that's in Eastern Europe. You know, these guys stay amateur for far too long. And when they stay amateur for far too long, we get the back end of them, like Usyk, like Lomachenko, and we see them. We've got fall in love, and these guys say, I'm done now. I've been boxing long enough. So it's to elevate the talent that's here in Eastern Europe and give opportunities around the world. So this side of the world, I'm telling you, eventually, you know, you're going to see a lot of good fighters coming through. And the IBA, you know, they've got great intentions. And I hope all the governing bodies, all the associations work well together. Riyadh season, IBA, whatever's happening in the States. The one thing you've got to think about is everybody benefits. The fighters benefits, the fans benefit, the TV benefits. So it's good business.
How do you compare this to the Riyadh season events you've covered?
It's different, but it's the same. It's different, but I think the way it's been laid out for everybody is, well, I like the fact that I feel the fighters are coming out on top. I don't feel like the fighters are being taken advantage of. They're getting paid well. The opportunities are out there for them. Shows are coming time and time again. Unfortunately, our sport attracts the wrong caliber of people, and it has done inherently all our life. And so what happens then is a fighter ends up punched through a cauliflower skin, you know, and bankrupt. So now I see opportunities for fighters to make hay, to do well. And as if you're a fight fan, you've got so much choice. I think Riyadh season are doing an amazing thing and creating amazing opportunities. I think here, I think again, the IBA is creating something that's an amazing opportunity. So either way, everybody benefits.
Yeah, and you're always a big advocate of fighters getting treated correctly. Someone like Jazza Dickens has had to go the hard way, and now he's been rewarded.
This time last year, I'd have looked at Jazza Dickens, and I wouldn't be surprised if he walked away. It feels like he's been around forever and a day. And you know, there's a guy called Alciesta, and this guy, he knows fighters. He has a great relationship with fighters. He has a great relationship with a lot of promoters. He's a hustler, but he's also where you feel as a fighter, as though he's trying to help you out. He's trying to work on your side, and he's trying to put everybody together. And he's involved with this. He's involved with the organisation here as well. So you know what? I like the guy. So he's doing a good job for the likes of Jazza, the likes of the fighters that are coming through, the likes of the fights for tomorrow. So just a good thing.
Spoke to Tyson Fury today twice. Yeah. Earlier on, he was like, you know, I'm staying retired, all this, and then later on, he said he still said he's staying retired, but he was talking about Dubois and he boxed his ears off and things like that. Thoughts on what you've seen from Fury this week?
I like Tyson Fury because he's a very unorthodox negotiator. He's retired 5 times now, and so you know it's part of negotiation, and so he's financially secure to actually make you believe I can stay away from this sport. It doesn't matter what he's got in the bank; it's in his blood. That's him as well. He's here. You know, I know he's gone all over the world on holiday with his missus and done everything with the family, which is great. It's in his blood. Remember his mantra all the way through his career, I'm a fighting man. And so no matter how much he wants to stay away, his ego won't accept the loss to Oleksandr Usyk. His ego won't accept AJ, the fight that could have been, if he really believed it could have beat AJ. His ego won't accept it. So I don't believe he's retired. I do believe he's a great negotiator. And so that's just my opinion.
What do you make when he says that he felt he won the fight with Usyk by 5 rounds?
Well,
was that just a fighter? He's been in there?
Well, if you're a fighter that's been at the top of the world, and remember, if you're a fighter that believes you're the best heavyweight in the world, the best heavyweight fighter on the planet, and you've got to have a massive ego for that, to believe you're the best person, that the best fighter amongst 7.888 billion people on this earth, you've got to have a massive ego to really believe you're the best fighter in the world. So then, his ego's not accepting it. It's not like he got knocked out. His ego's thinking, no, I won that. I had that. So regardless of what you see, you probably don't see it. In his head, like, I could have done better. No, I couldn't do better. But because once that fire stops burning, he doesn't believe he can be the best again. He might as well walk away, because he'll never be the same fighter again. Answer your Joshua case.
And on AJ, I haven't really spoke to you since sort of Froch was saying about he should retire. Eddie then sort of went back and forth with him. What's your thoughts on AJ's future?
We need AJ more than AJ needs us. That's my thoughts. We need AJ more than AJ needs us. On a personal note, I look at Anthony Joshua and think, AJ, you don't need this, mate. You know, I was gutted for him against Daniel Dubois, to see him finish like that. I'd prefer him to get beat and lose on points. Finish like that, I was gutted for him. I don't want to see that again. But you know, it can happen again, because I'm just now at the point where with Anthony Joshua, you can't depend on which performance he's going to turn up, because he sometimes comes out with an amazing performance, then he comes out with a rookie performance, and you just think there's no excuses then. So I would like him to walk away. This is his call. This is his shout. I think Eddie has probably banged the drum more for him fighting again more than he has. If I was AJ, all you'd hear from me is wanting a rematch with Daniel Dubois. I've not heard it. So that tells me this guy's fire in his belly is shrinking massively.
Two more.
But not in Eddie's belly.
Two more. Usyk Dubois prediction.
I think Usyk beats Dubois. I don't think Wembley Arena is sold out. I think it's ambitious. I think it's a great and a good event, but I think it was a bit ambitious. I think heavyweights to fill out Wembley Arena, you know, you need an AJ or you need a Fury in one of the corners. But I think it's a good fight. I think Daniel Dubois will box much better. Same as Anthony Joshua did, same as Tyson Fury did. And Usyk will also box better. Usyk's the smarter thing. I think Daniel's the bigger puncher. But there's no point in being able to punch big, because you're nothing big to land up.
And Itauma Whyte, thoughts?
Dillian's my boy, man. And again, you know, even though there's a lot of fighters I like, and you ask me questions, I'm thinking, oh shit. And I find it hard to actually
but put it this way, give me the case for Dillian winning.
Experience. The one thing you can't buy, borrow, or pretend to have. Experience. The case for Moses, I just think the guy's a rising talent. I don't think Dillian's the fighter he was. And I think the fighter he was needs to be that fighter to beat Moses. That was very diplomatic, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, you know, good breakdown. Johnny, appreciate the time. Enjoyed dinner.
Anytime, brother.